There's no signs on it?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh. Hell yeah. Good morning. We just woke up. We've been here since yesterday actually, but we got here at night. We just hung out at the South Jetty. We fished for a little bit, didn't catch anything. We went to sleep. So here we are at the Fisherman's Wharf. Hopefully we catch something. We're gonna take that boat to Port Aransas and hopefully we can catch the fish. Yeah, we just put up to the Fisherman's Wharf here. We're gonna wait for the ferry boat. The first boat takes off at 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a ticket and chill out. I think we got a few friends that are gonna be here waiting for us. We got the trunk loaded down with gear. I'm gonna have trouble figuring out what I'm gonna take with me. Cause I got my box here with like over 100 lures. Got like 5 combos with me. It's gonna be hard. Luckily the boat leaves at 7, so we got like 30 minutes to figure out what we're gonna take with us to see what we can catch with these lures. We are starting out the morning with an early ride on the jetty boat to the Port Aransas North Jetty. This ride takes about 5 minutes. It's pretty scenic, and once we get to the jetty, we got a really long walk to the end. The thing about this jetty is that it looks short until you see that it has some hardcore curvature. Once you get there, you're like, oh man, I got way more to go. I think I want to say that this is the longest jetty in Texas, but traversing is not too bad actually. For the most part, this jetty is pretty flat compared to other jetties that I've gone to, like Port Mansfield. That one's rough. Once we get to the end, today I wanted to fish because I figured that the water was going to be nice and blue, and sure enough, look how clean the water is. It usually doesn't get this clear. I know Port Aransas has clean water, but not this clean. Check it out, look at the water clarity, super clear and blue. And when we stick the camera in there, look, you see little baby sheephead. Look at that. Look, oh my God, they're so cute, That's what they look like. I think they're sheephead actually because they got the stripes, but you got finger mullet, you got shad swimming in through there. Look how clean the water is. It is beautiful. You never get to see the water this color, at least not like this from below the surface. Now, let me go ahead and give you a tour of the jetty here. This is the tip of the jetty. Look how blue the water is. This is gonna be a new moon, and when you have a new moon, there's some crazy hardcore tides. And I think what's important in this trip is that the high tide was in the morning, which pushed all that clean offshore water to the jetty. Look at that. Look how blue that water is. It doesn't get like this most of the time. The cleanest it gets is like a really clear and green, but it's blue. Look at that. You can see the rocks, the boulders right below the surface. I'm excited. This trip should pay off somehow. I think that I was like, man, I think I'm gonna get 1 kingfish or 2 jacks, tarpon, but we really weren't ready to experience what we experienced at this trip. Look at that. It's just amazing. I'm really glad that I was able to experience such beautiful, clean water. It's really hard to dial down these conditions. You gotta really look at weather from way into advance. I looked at this weather about like 2 weeks ago. For the most part, the most important aspect to look at is the moon phase. Yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh, hell yeah. Paid off. Yes, finally. Who has a gaff? Woohoo! There we go. Yeah. Yeah, please. Finally. Yes. Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Take a picture. Where's your phone? Take a picture. Open the bell. Open the bell. That's the right. I let a fish go, okay?
Check it out, guys. Nice king I just caught right now. It's like maybe like 38, 40 inches. Nice and thick though. Look how thick that is. Beautiful fish, man. I was grinding this shit all morning. Finally got one. Ooh, I'm a little tired. Hell yeah, perfect. So the combo that I'm using here, this is the Okuma Tesoro, the 8,000 size. This is the first time that I catch a big fish on it, man. No, I kind of read in tarpon actually with this. But yeah, this thing was smoking. I have a lot of drag on it. And I'm actually trying a new Okuma Hawaiian 8.3 custom popping rod here. This is what I'm using. And this thing can really bomb these lures. These rappels only weigh about, an ounce and a half. And this thing is getting it way out there. You know, it's really hard to find a good jetty rod at a decent price, and Okuma came out with this rod here. They call it Hawaiian, but man, this is a great jetty setup right here. All right, guys, finally, oh man, I'm worn out. I've only gotten like 3 hours of sleep, and that kingfish, 44 inches, man, it wore me out. That's a huge king. I guess it was the biggest one caught today because I've only seen ones that are like 34, 35, but this guy, smoker, man, you saw how much drag. You heard the drag just pulling hard, and I got that set at like 15 pounds of drag, and man, that thing was smoking, man. As soon as it hit, it was sick, man. I love it. So since we got our goal accomplished, I'm gonna throw on a glide bait. I'm gonna see if I can catch some big trout for right now. I'm pretty worn out, so and it's hot. It's already, I think it's 10. The sun is at its highest right now in the morning, and it's freaking burning. So let's go ahead and, oh, what's going on there? There's a shark right there. Little baby shark right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's a shark. Or is that a cobia? Yeah. Nah, it's a shark. Maybe I should cast that. You know what? Actually, let me cast that real quick. I took the noon boat ride back to Port Aransas South. I forgot to mention earlier that this costs $20 and you can only ride it once, there and back. But look, the water got even more clean. And we're taking the jetty boat back to the Fisherman's Wharf, and it's a beautiful view here, you know. Most of the time when you roll through this channel is rough and the water is like a sandy green. But as we get closer to the shore, it just gets cleaner and cleaner. Now, once we approach the Fisherman's Wharf here, the water does get a little dirtier, which is it's expected because all the silt and all the boats that are coming in and out and really get the water stirred up. When we were at the Fisherman's Wharf, I'm amazed at this boat here. This is the sashimi, and I was really curious. How much does this boat cost? Well, for $16,000 a month, you can own a boat similar to the sashimi. Beautiful boat. I almost wanted to ask the guy for a tour, but I didn't want to bother him. He was pretty busy. But walking through the Fisherman's Wharf, I see these little slips, and I'm just wondering, what kind of fish are? Is there like mangoes down there, sheephead? I didn't see much action, nor did I see a lot of barnacles, so I was kind of like, there might not be that many fish here, probably all the boat traffic. And then I walked past this gas pump and somebody filled up for $1,200. It's crazy. Imagine having to fill up your boat that much. And then we get to the court at the Fisherman's Wharf, and right now the deckhands from the party boats are calling out numbers for the fish that they have caught. I think they were like number 80, and most of the time they were all beeliners and a few snapper. I didn't see any kingfish, but most people were pretty happy catching beeliners, which is cool. You know, these people don't usually fish all the time, so any fish is good fish. And I'm pretty sure this boat costs like $120 for 12 hours. So, I mean, if you get a limit of beeliners and snapper, I mean, be perfect. It paid off. All right, guys, I'm back in the car. It is so hot outside. I'm worn out. I'm really hungry. But honestly, dude, like, I got freaking tuna right here, yellowfin tuna, and that's really refreshing. It came out right out of the cooler. So I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna let my stuff charge, and I'm gonna go out there probably in a few hours, because man, the bite is fire. Actually, I just got a picture of somebody landing a 52-inch king.
So yeah, I gotta go back. It's just that right now I'm exhausted. It's like 100 degrees outside. That's the thing about kingfish, man. You're not gonna catch it when it's cool. You're gonna catch it when it's getting hot, like right now.
Now that we're taking a break, I do want to mention one of the biggest problems that I face traveling the entire coast is that I fish a lot of remote areas with little to zero internet signal. But luckily now I got HomeFi. What HomeFi does is it acquires the strongest and most reliable data signal from the area out of all the local carriers. It transmits it to this little hotspot here. Now you can connect and get high quality internet. Now, if I wanted to look at fishing reports, see what people are catching, look at the weather and the tides, I now have internet. And if I wanted to share with all my other fishing buddies in the areas, we can upload pictures and see what everybody else is catching with the HomeFi. Check it out. So I went back the next day. I got on a 6:30 boat. We got to the tip and I decided to cast out a big mag draft popper. It was kind of flat, so I figured, man, you know what? This will probably draw out the kings from the bottom. Besides that, I mean, there was not much action on the popper. Nobody got hit. So I switched back down to the X-Trap 14. And that's the money always. You can work the X-Trap two ways. You can reel it in, burn it in real quick. That's what they call the slash bait action. Or you can cast it out, twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause. I can go either way. Depends on how the fish are acting, but check it out. This is what I was doing right here. Twitch, twitch, pause. Check it out. I got him right here, fucking. I get him, bro. I don't want to slip. I got him right here. Hell yeah, dude. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Hell yeah. First king of the morning right here. Check it out. It's like a nice 38 inch right here. Not as big as the one from yesterday, but beautiful kingfish. You have them right on the road. Look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and take the gills off of this. So I consider this the highlight of the trip because to me this is completely wild. I have never heard or seen anybody do what's about to transpire in this part of the video. But besides the catch, I think afterwards is what I just cannot simply fathom. And to this day, and it's probably gonna haunt me forever, I cannot believe this happened.
I'm eating them.
Put that picture.
Woo! Reeling in mahi mahi. Every day beats life. What's the beat?
Fucking sick, bro. Huh? No! 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 No way, dude.
Got my knee.
That's his king. Oh, yes. Oh. Wow, this is a big one. It's a smoker, bro. They're good. It's coming this way. Hell yeah, not in the rocks though. Hell yeah. Thank you, man.
Good fish.
Smoker. You want that one?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I don't want to let him get a chance to turn again.
Thank you, man.
Oh, you're good. Woo. That's a good.
Check out, guys. Nice kingfish right here. Look at that. Smoke right here. Mid 40s, probably 40, 45, something like that. Man, hit the extra as soon as it hit the water. Check it out. Nice school came through and boom, we all hooked up. Hell yeah. Thank you.
So as you can see from the previous clip, my camera messed up. It got all fogged up. The water got in the lens. So we missed 2 other kings. Check it out. But that was the end of the trip right here.
It's gonna go have a giant.
All right, after this 3-day trip, check it out. We got it, man. We got all these kings at the jetty. Gonna go back to Galveston and rub it in everybody's face. We're gonna Photoshop them at the back of the Surfside jetty. All right, guys, so we left the jetty. It's hot, it got slow, but homeboy caught that crazy mahi. It was amazing. I've never touched them before, and for a pelagic fish to get that close to shore is crazy. They don't come close to shore, you know. I bet you there were sailfish out there, but man, that was the most bizarre catch that I've ever seen because he lost it in the smallest crack in the rocks, and I can't believe that happened. I'm here with Marcus out here, and every day like Una Madre, so I think it's time to call the trip. Crazy 3 days out here, so many kingfish, and man, there is nothing like catching pelagic fish from the jetty. It only happens like twice a year, and for it to happen like this, with everybody hooking up, everybody getting limits, and kingfish skyrocketing and pull and drag, it doesn't get much better than this. So luckily, I think this is it. Tropical storms are gonna start coming in, the water's gonna get nasty, and I think, man, I'm just glad that we were able to get out there and, you know, meet up and hang out with a lot of people and just, you know, share our experience and knowledge and land fish. You know, it's crazy sick. I hope we can do this next year. Honey, bro, I got the big camera.
I love it.
Oh, I see. Yep, I see. Are you on the rock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, fuck. You must have not got the first boat because when I looked, I didn't see anyone originally.
Nah, I got the first boat. One of the things that I do want to point out is that you see here, we're fishing with a lot of people that actually know how to fish really well. So everybody's pretty well distanced. Everybody here knows how to fish, you know, a lot of experience. And as you can see here, you know, there's a nice 10-yard distance in between everybody here. And this is some really good positioning when you're fishing at the jetty, so you don't get snagged or stuck with, you know, with each other. You have enough room to fight fish. And this is the difference, man. I mean, this is a lot of people for the north side of the Port A jetty, because usually the south side is really back. But man, there's nobody over there because everybody's here at the north. But even though there's a lot of people, everybody here knows how to fish, so absolutely zero problem.